ready to fight, standing tall, doing what's right, shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep, breaking chains, leaving pain behind, calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around, justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rides again. Dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rides again.
Warning. The following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. And a jolly good morning and good evening and good day to everybody, man and woman, cat and dog and anything else that's got a pulse. This morning I just posted I felt very sarcastic today. I felt that there was much sarcasm to be shared. So first of all, good morning Ammo Girl, good morning SMN, good morning Kim, good morning. Yes, I was informed that Paint Chips, aka Elmer Fudd, aka Mr. Magoo, aka Roly Poly, seems to like spread rumors about, and apparently made an accusation of I accused him of sexual assault. Now, here's the thing: those words were never mentioned until just now through my mouth. Inappropriate touching, inappropriate assault, inappropriate behavior. Big difference. Now, obviously, this stream that we're talking about, excuse me, This stream we're talking about took place, to be exact, took place on the 8th of December. And if you go to about 25 minutes or 22 minutes, I believe, 1 second, I'll check for you. Please hold your call, it's important to me. Now, I don't have to explain myself to nobody. But oh, no, wait, is that? No, no, yeah. Here's the thing. Now, I'm a type of person, I will always give people the benefit of doubt. But when you've got someone, actual fact, was it this one? No. Yes, no, was it? Do you know what? I can't remember when it was. But anyway, let me go and check. Now, when you got people like Paint Chips, who thinks it's how can I put it? Who thinks it's okay to actually fact, no, it was on the 1st of December, actually. I do apologize. Now, when you've got people like him, hi Paul, how you doing? When you got people like this, here's the thing. When people get caught out in their own bullshit, there are three things that I always look for. I will always look for what they say. I will always look for what they post and type. I will always look for anything that shows a pattern. Now, with all these people, there's one thing in common that someone else said, that they all share one brain cell. So let's this is not going to be a long one. I just want to get this out and so let's have a look at the bigger picture, right? So we've got a big picture of all these individuals, yeah? Okay, let's start from the left. We have John Cook. Right? John Cook is basically an idiot, right? Has substance abuse issues and likes to point pew-pews at people. And basically, is better off in jail than he is outside, because when he goes to jail, he looks actually healthier than he does when he's outside. And I think that Lynette Preston has got something on him that he doesn't want people to know. Then you've got Lynette Preston, who's a chameleon, who's had more names than probably half of the people who are involved in watching this have had warm dinners or changed their underwear. Then you've got Biscuit Boy. Biscuit Boy, Thomas Collins, hasn't been mentioned for quite a while, but people seem to forget that he was part and parcel of all this. Posting videos contradicting what Lynette Preston was saying. Lynette Preston said, "Oh, I can't have anyone near my child, blah, 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 blah." But Thomas Collins, aka Biscuit Boy, was standing right next to her, filming everything. Strange, don't you think? Oh, did you forget about that part? A lot of people have. Anyway, then we carry on. Then you've got people like Swamp Lizard, right? Had a little bit of touch of fame and thinks that the sun shines out of his ass. But here comes the fun part, right? We've got John Cook with a criminal record. We've got Lynette Preston with possible records that we probably haven't found, that you never know, right? It's just hypothetically, just speculation. But then we've got Swampy Dobby, Robbie, whatever you want to call him, right? Spent 1 year in jail, $2,000 fine. $2,000 fine for trying to sell endangered species to Europe. His other friend, I think his brother, who knows, who cares? I don't give a shit. All right, ended up doing 2 years. Okay, and there were people who were attacking me last year who couldn't even get that fucking right because they don't do the research. And there's people saying, "Oh, yeah, Sport Trooper doesn't do the research." Well, if I didn't do the research, how the fuck do you all know about all this? Because I'll tell you one thing, you didn't know the fact that about Bruce, did you? You didn't know that there's a lot of stuff that I've brought to the surface that a lot of you didn't know about. Let's be honest about that. Okay. So if you're going to sit in your little stinky house, right, because you're so fucking boring, and that people don't want to socialize with you, and that you're probably a hoarder. Okay. So before you attack people who actually do the footwork, here's the thing. I do it for free because I do not like bullies. And yes, we're going to talk about people who like to attack women and then play the victim and go, "Oh, I'm being fucking harassed. I'm defamation." Yeah, you're a fucking absolute idiot, Dobby boy. Anyway, now, here's another thing, okay? The fact people don't put all this together and don't realize what's going on here is amazing. It is absolutely freaking amazing. Now, you know that I have got no filter. You know, I say it as it is. But for the life of, I mean, seriously, you cannot tell me that people didn't are not seeing what's going on here. And if you're not, then I think you need to step out the box and have a look at the bigger picture. And I've been saying this day in, day out, day in, day out, right? And just for the record, oh, I just missed something. Oh no, I haven't. All right. Now, here's just for the record, here's the thing. Now, I don't like blowing my own trumpet. I don't care if people, I do care if people use my research and but don't, say, hey, by the way, this is that's but that doesn't really bother me. What bothers me is that people, when they do the research, they get it wrong. They find something, go, oh my God, oh God, wow, 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 wow. And then they throw it online and they don't think. Now, some of the stuff I've seen over the last 2 years, or coming up to 2 years, right, has been damaging towards Jeremy Hills. But at the same time, it's too little, too late because they've already caused a problem. And basically, by someone putting up that information, can't really affect the court case. But because people like to cry wolf, and I like to, I mean, when I think people are scared of certain words, harassment, slander, defamation, suing, people are afraid of that. And the moment you realize is that like they've got nothing to accuse you of, that's when you'll start realizing. Because if you do your research, you do your homework, you know for a fact that anything they say can actually be taken against them. For example, a lot of people use usernames, made up names, right? Or like a nom de gar, right? It's because they want to protect their identity, and they have every right to do so. Now, if someone decides to reuse their real name, right, as a username, that is entirely up to them. Okay. Now, I like to joke, and I use a lot of satire, and I use a lot of humor. All right, when I call people like Wankstain or anything like that, right, it's all meant as satire and humor. It's when I go quiet that's when you need to start worrying. When I go quiet, that's when you need to start worrying. Other than that, that's it. There's nothing else. Now, with all this going on, we got Paint Chips. He got a 4-year sentence, spent 2 years of that in a federal prison, and basically was going around making out that he was like like a mobster, that he was like Al Capone or Da Vinci or whatever you want to call him. He was nothing. He was a dream. He was a fantasist. That's what he is. Now he knows, going on about this trial by combat and everything, which I explained in one of the streams. Okay, now I would really love to see his face expression if someone next to him or someone close to him or someone, okay, in this whole saga would turn around and go, okay, let's go. Because on a technicality, he is challenging someone to a physical altercation. And he uses it in court and got laughed out of court. In actual fact, it actually got him a psychological evaluation in 2018. And I can prove that because it's in court documents, which is public information. And he's trying to intimidate. He's trying to intimidate people. He's trying to intimidate me. He's trying to intimidate DJ Rats. He's trying to intimidate my pretty. But let me tell you one thing right now. Not one of us are intimidated. None of us. I mean, the only reason I am discussing it is because I am going to make you a laughing stock. I am going to make fun of you because you've gave me content to make fun of you, which we're going to go into in a minute. I've got a 3-part episode of you will see. Now, why have I suddenly just gone live? Because I want to. Why at this time of the day? Because I had to. And because I was bored shitless. Anyway, now, here's the thing. Richard, I know you sit outside my streams. I know you do because you are a bored, chubby fuck, right? Because you need that attention because no one is paying you that attention. You know, everything that you've done in 2013, everything you've done in the early 2000s, everything you did, right, was all for the attention. That's one thing you, Volp, and Matskin have got in common. That's one thing. It dawned on me yesterday. I noticed that every single one of you were in multiple different newspapers. And the sooner you lost that attention, right, that's when things started getting a bit bitter and sour. And I don't think a lot of people have actually realized that. But what you did, you actually dug this hole yourself because the moment you got involved in this, and the moment you started putting yourself into this was the moment that you started putting yourself out there in the public domain. So that meant that people could and have every right to go, well, who's this Richard A. Loofman? Hmm? Oh, yeah, by the way, there's no suffix there. There's no junior senior. Right? It's like, who's this Richard? And people just type in your name in Google and boom, there you go. 22 pages of you. Everything from your little stupid court hearings to the restraining order from the DA against you, all the way to the 2018, all the way to you ripping off people and selling scrap metal to people, foreigners, and everything else of over $500,000 worth, right? And then everything else, it's all in the public domain. You know what? If this was the 80s, you wouldn't have any problems because no one, people would have to literally go to libraries and look at these slides to find anything on you. But this is the social media. This is the internet. This is the interwebs. This is the Googles. This is where you, right, can't hide. And even if you try to hide it or you take a court injunction out on Google or try to remove something, it's still going to be archived. It's still going to be out there. This is why a lot of people on the anti-what the hell's ecosystem are running around like headless chickens because they go, well, I didn't say that. And they're sort of backtracking and, oh, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Because like 80% of the people watching all this are downloading the video. They are recording it. Jeremy Hales and George and all his side of it, they're recording everything. I wouldn't be surprised if, I mean, there's a couple of terminologies and a couple of things that they said in their streams that I'm like, wait, hang on a minute. That's what I would say. But do I care? No, I don't. Because at the end of the day, I am not employed. I have never spoken to them. And like I said, even if they came in here, I would treat them like I treat anyone else. But you guys, I treat with right? So here's the thing. When you put shorts up and you go and you attack Jeremy, let me ask you this question, Richard. Right? Let me ask you this question. It's a very simple question. Oh, bloody hell. Thank you, SMN. Thank you so much, buddy. Right, who got it? Sheriff Hobson got Sherry Hobson got it. Shell Bell P, yeah, that's probably a new account. Rachel Scherer got one. Dr. Tomos, yeah. Tree God. Oh, right. Well, hello, Tree God. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so here's one thing you need to remember. Paint chips, Richard. Right? When you go out and you put words in people's mouth, because to be honest with you, you even got me going there for 1 second. So I went back and had a look at my recording. And there was at no time was there a mention of SA mentioned. Not at all. These are your words. And here's the thing. I had to never look at that person, that picture, the Mexican individual that you stated who was a Mexican male. I had to look at that person. And I looked at that picture for quite a while. Can you prove to me that that individual was a male? And to be perfectly honest with you, I can't prove that the individual was a female. However, the body size, the shape, and everything else made me believe it was a female. So even if I misgendered the individual, still doesn't allow you to go into that personal space of that individual and actually physically touch them, irregardless. So you sitting on your little, oh, look at my old germs, I got a little crocodile. And here's another thing: innuendos, like little playing little games with words. Right? Let me tell you something, Richard. You're not tough, mate. You're not tough. You're not scary. You're not intimidating, that's for sure. And you're definitely not hard enough. And the reason I say that is because one thing I am good at is figuring people out. There's other people like you, right? Like, some of the Teletubbies, Dobby and everyone else. There's people like you, right? You're spineless. And the reason being is because you're one of these type of people. You're like that little fucking chihuahua going. Yeah, but as soon as a big dog comes in, you're like, oh shit. Okay. And if you want to threaten people, which you have indirectly by going, oh, shall I go and talk to my friends in the MC Outlaws? I would really, really like to see that conversation. I want to see that conversation happen on camera, live, because because I think I don't think that would go down well. The fact that you've actually made threats, considering that Mr. Hales and George, especially Mr. Hales, has already received two threats. I'm surprised that you are actually still flapping your gums. But then again, I wouldn't expect anything less because you need the attention. And people like you, which there are quite a few, even people who support what the hell, right? There are people who need attention, and they will push those buttons until they get that attention. And then once they got that attention, that's the content they got. However, one thing they don't have is the integrity, ethics, or the courage to actually admit that they're not perfect, that they can't do everything. But anyway, we're going to have a little bit of a giggle, aren't we? You say yes. And SMN, thank you so much for the memberships, and to all the new memberships, welcome. There are a couple of rules as a member, but you'll find that out on the next members only stream. And I can assure you, I will 100% publicly name and shame you, just so you know, right? But I'll explain that and what that entails and members only. Now, let's have a little bit of fun. Yes, because that's what you're here for, aren't you? So, I wrote a couple of. Have I got them in the right order? No, I don't. Wait a minute. That's there you go. That go. So I've got that one there, that one there, that one there. I mean, today I'm going to start editing my gaming videos, so I thought, you know what, I might as well write something up. And so here we go. Here we go. Now, please forgive me. I am not a Shakespearean writer, but I do try. So let's enjoy this. Greetings and salutations, members of Earth, humanoids, cave dwellers, bridge trolls, and whatever mystical, questionable, or legally unclassified being you identify yourself as. And of course, a very warm welcome to the lovely audience who continue to tune in for the never ending saga of Levy County, Otter Creek, and What the Hale Circus and Anti Hale's Ecosystem, and all associated side quests of chaos. Now, just for the record, I'm not copying anyone. I actually did this a few months ago and I forgot to carry on. But anyway, we continue. Many moons have risen, many suns have set, civilizations have risen and fallen. And yet the stupidity level remains impressively constant. At this point, one must ask, is it deliberate performance art? Or something that requires a professional evaluation that with charts, crayons, and maybe a soft helmet? Well, let's take a friendly observational wander through the enchanted forest of nonsense, shall we? Exhibit A. Paint Chips, also known as Mr. Magoo, Elmer Fudd, and self-appointed trial by combat champion. Yeah. One dear friend, Paint Chips, has a special gift. Oh, our dear. Sorry, my bad. I wrote this shit and I'm reading it wrong. Anyway, he can take anything, and I mean anything, and twist it so far out of context that even a pretzel would file a complaint. I can't believe I wrote that. That's funny as fuck. Not only does he challenge people to trial by combat like it's medieval Tuesday, but he seems blissfully unaware that 99.9% of courts don't allow it. The remaining 01 is fictional. It's about a mature as challenging someone to a Pokemon battle in front of a judge. But, wait. There's more. There's also a dramatic threat of sending the outlaws after people. A totally normal, very legal, not all at all alarming thing to say on the internet when trying to appear credible. This from a man who once ran for president. I mean, obviously, you know, yes, president, not a chess club, not of a HOA meeting or of an actual country. He was just a presidential candidate in New Jersey. Logic, zero. Self-awareness, fucking hell. And then there's the touching incident. Whether the individual was male, female, or an extraterrestrial visiting on a tourist visa, invading someone's personal chest area is not exactly model political behavior, is it? But hey, according to him, we should take his word for it, because when he has ever been wrong, don't answer that. Then we got Exhibit Mr. Vault, right? aka Skeletor, aka Next up, our skeletal friend, a man who delivers commentary with the elegance of someone yelling across a parking lot at 3 a.m. A former profession now reinvented as a journalist. Well, a YouTube journalist, which is a bit like calling yourself a surgeon because you watched a medical drama once. Isn't it weird how every one of these characters once had a perfectly normal job, had normal jobs, and now, magically, they're all doing exactly the same internet performance routine? Coincidence? Or the world's most tragic talent show? And so begins our multi-episode explanation, the Otter Creek Wanderers of the Cave Dwellers. Hold on to your popcorn, bring snacks, maybe a helmet. This will be educational and entertaining, but mostly educational. Okay. Do you want to see the second one? Do you want to read the second one? No. Episode 2. Return of the Cave Dwellers. Or Otter Creek Saga nobody asked for, but here we are. Greetings once again, fellow humans, semi-humans, cryptids, and anyone whose Wi-Fi is strong enough to survive another episode of this ongoing educational tragedy. Welcome back to the episode 2 of the Otter Creek Wonders of the Cave Dwellers. In this episode, you were introduced to the great legends of the creek. Paint Chips, Mr. Magoo, the trial by combat champion of nowhere, and Pulp. Skeletor, the "Here you go" is echoing soul. But today, oh today, we dive even deeper into the swamp. Exhibit C, Robert Kersey, aka Swamp Lizard, aka I Fear Blue Tape. Ah yes, the swamp creature himself, a man who's once brushed shoulders with a touch of fame, the Swamp Brothers era, only to follow it up with, let's call it, an unfortunate detour into the correctional system. A year in jail and a couple of $1,000 later, Swamp Lizard emerges back into society with a new mission: to be terrified of blue tape. Not crime, just consequences. No blue tape. Now here's a magical statistic. He is now 2 out of 3 cave dwellers with a criminal record. A stunning achievement, a pattern almost, but in me, I'm counting. Exhibit D, Jabba the Hoot, aka Stupid David, aka threatened by his own shadow. David, a marvel or modern confusion. This is a man who can feel threatened by his own reflection, his shadow, the sound of his fridge humming, a gust of wind, the memory of a salad he didn't finish. All of these brave warriors of justice and internet heroism have something in common. They flap their gums on like pelicans on energy drinks. But when served with an actual legal papers, suddenly they get stage fright. Suddenly it's a, oh no, I'm being harassed, it's slander, it's defamation, my rights, my poor delicate toes. Quite the transformation, almost magical. I can't even laugh. I can't even believe I'm laughing at my own shit. Exhibit E. Exhibit E. The crampons, the fleas, the walruses, and the self-appointed lawyer. Enter Lisa Weeks, Lee Rubini, whatever she calls herself today. The legal powerhouse of Otter Creek, she represents, well, herself, sort of, sometimes, depends on the moon phase. Who knows? Anyway, this is the same individual who raises money for someone and then magically says, oh, no. That money wasn't for them, it was for me. I'll use it how I choose. And the wild part, people keep giving her money. At this point, is it the grifter or the enablers? Answer, yes. Exhibit F. Ray, aka Skull Crusher, aka the man who holds phone calls with himself. Ray. A man who sits in a room holding pretend phone conversation with imaginary people. A performance so convincing you can almost hear the dial tone. Almost. Now, out of respect, since he's recently widowed, I tread lightly. Condolences, and this is me genuinely saying this now. Condolences to you, Ray, and my sincere condolences for you. But let's not ignore the curious part. His late wife, may she rest in peace, tied to the now belated. No, this is someone else. His late wife, tied to the now belated Scott Stark, seems to have never been contacted for any of the digital materials or evidence in his possession, which is fascinating, because those materials could shine a very bright light on our next swamp creature. Pow! Episode 3 preview. Bruce the ambulance chaser, Matt Skin. Ah yes, the curtain raises next time on the creek's very own legal talantan fish. Stay tuned, hydrate, breathe deeply, prepare your emotional support snacks. Final words. And now, boys and girls, swamp creatures and tape-fearing lizards, make sure you eat your greens, finish your dinner, and never trust a group of people who are mysteriously have multiple names and identical stories. See you in episode 3. Ta-ta for now. Right, do you guys want episode 3? Shit, this is funny. Yeah. Okay, episode 3. Pow! Okay, episode 3, here we go. Now, episode 3, the bankruptcy circus, the legend, the legal swamp, and the Knights of Dumtable, sorry. Or Florida law, but make it fantasy fiction. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, cave dwellers and legally confused life forms, to part 3 of the Otter Creek Wonders of the Cave Dwellers. The saga that keeps giving absolutely nobody what they asked for, yet still insists on existing. In this episode, we travel deeper into the swamp, so deep even the gators refuse to go there. Oh, shit. Segment 1, the Florida legal system. A choose your own adventure gone wrong. Ah, yes, the Florida legal system, where logic takes a vacation, procedures sunbathe, and the consequences sip margaritas by the pool. Our stars today, Lynette Preston and John Cook. 2 individuals currently starring in their own very own bankruptcy special edition featuring plot twist nobody asked for. Once upon a time, John was alleged the grifter and Lynette played the villain, but suddenly they've switched roles like a badly written soap opera. Now she's the angel and he's the victim of circumstance. Is it a miracle or an hallucination? One can never be sure in Otter Creek. Segment 2, the return of the side characters nobody wanted. Ah, yes. Suddenly Tori appears from the shadows like an unwanted DLC pack. Then you've got the rest of the merry band of buffoons, all playing mind games so poorly that even toddlers could do it better. And don't forget life jacket lips. The person who can't decide on a lane, an identity, or even a consistent argument, bless. Segment 3, American law, now with extra confusion to you. Here's the fun part. Some people have to lecture about American law, yet somehow forget that most of it is borrowed from the British law and then Americanized it. Which means some states evolved the law properly, some states evolved it strangely. And Florida, I didn't see that part. And Florida, well, Florida. Florida. It's like someone took a legal system, threw it in a blender, added swamp water, shook it twice and called it a day. But hey, who am I to speak? I'm not an Americanese, nor a Floridese, nor a delusionese. Segment 4, the third side of the coin, the grifters. Now, you've got the drama side and the delusion side, but don't forget the grifter side. Ah, yes. People who desperately need attention because without attention they fade into irrelevance, and with attention they still remain irrelevant. A special kind of talent, truly. Segment 5, paint chips and the art of self-incrimination. Ah, yes. Our beloved Paint Chips once again delivered top-tier comedy by accident. You see, Paint Chips loves to flap his jaw online, but the moment he's asked to stand in a courtroom, suddenly he is a delicate flower. He doesn't understand the difference between an actual assault and inappropriate touching. Fun fact, touching someone without their consent, still bad. Male or female, doesn't matter. If your hands are wandering, you already lost the argument. And Paint Chips, you seem like touching people, don't you? Trial by combat, hands-on threats. Sir, do you have a puncture repair kit for that inflatable champion you keep hiding? Just asking for a friend. Segment 6, the League of Extraordinary Nuisances. Featuring Leslie and Paint Chips, Bruce and what's Jason Matskin, John Cook Bankruptcy Edition, Lisa, Lee, Rubini, Legal, Rubina, Butler, and Judge Dredd's Padawan. For 4 people, 1 shared brain cell, countless aliases. At this point, I'm not sure whether to call them a group of or a discontinued action figure set, to be perfectly honest with you. Segment 7, the final wisdom of episode 3. Here's the final message, kids. The more you talk, the more you expose yourself. Everything you put online becomes fair game. Commentary, education, investigation, critique, fair use. And remember this golden rule. Don't make accusations you can't back up. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you enjoyed that. Oh. Did I get lucky last night? No. I am just I'm just in a good mood. Why? Do I have to be angry and stinky and well, no, that makes me like sound like freaking what was I going to say now? Do you know what I find quite funny? And I'll be honest with you, is that like you can't. There's no way on this planet that this is going to carry on. This court case needs to come to an end because and then basically this is what I would do. I would just wait until I would put on hold the legal suits against all these individuals, deal with Lynette Preston and John Cook, get that out of the way, and then one at a time take them to court. Of course, I know what you mean. But I'm not going to divulge personal information, am I, Marley? Oh my God, seeing paint chips in the tutu, that would be just fucking hilarious. Now, here's one thing I will say. I wrote that. That is my sense of humor. And if you don't like it, tough shit. But it had to be said because, like, the thing is, Paint Chips keeps on putting out and one thing I would like to say, thank you so much, Paint Chips, for your support, your admiring me as a creator, and supporting me by advertising me for free. And not, I appreciate that. And please keep going. I mean, please keep advertising for Jeremy Hills, for DJ Ratters, for My Pretty Myself. We need that support. We need that encouragement. So thank you so much for that. So again, and here's the thing, okay? This is the typical way of when you catch someone out with their pants down, they lie through their teeth, right? So and I've seen some of the comments from people on that little short you did, and unfortunately, unfortunately, it's just one of those things. They have a right to say what they want, even if it's just insulting or it's rude. They have the right to say what they want to say. You don't see me crying about it, right, Mister? I want to try by combat. He wouldn't last 10 seconds with half the people I know. So why don't you just do yourself a favor, accept the service, right, the service processor, and go and fight it out in court, and let them laugh at you, just like they were going to laugh at everyone else when you brought your handwriting expert that got kicked out of more courts than anyone here who has had warm dinners. So, But anyway, guys, a little bit of an update. Only fair. For people who are not here and people who haven't been in the members only, there are new badges and new membership thingy bobbies, whatever they're called, icons, and there are specific ones. Let me see if I can find them. 1 second, please, and I will go through you and explain what is wrong with my fucking English language today. Please hold. Your call is important to me. Did I delete him? Baby do. Where the hell did I put that picture? Oh, and here's another bit of a word of advice. if you're going to use my screenshots, right, at least let me know. I don't like being surprised. You know, and this is not one of these like 20-second dial a date or some shit. Let's see if I can find them. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just trying to find the good stuff for you. But I don't think I can. Where the hell did I throw them? Where did I put them? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Nope. Nope. I am sorry about this. It's just nope. Aha, here we go. Right, there's one. There's one. Aha, there's your one. Right, okay. Yeah, look at that. Right, okay. So, where is it? Yeah, good morning, Tree God. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Right, okay. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to very quickly. Hang on a minute. There you go. Yeah, okay. Okay, so basically what you're seeing here, right? I just basically did them. Now up to 6 months, right? You've got badges, and then after 6 months, right, you are receiving Imperial cogs, right? You'll get a green one, a blue one, and a red one. Okay, and they will just be normal. After that, you will be getting a cog with a bayonet in it. Right, that means you are 100% troop. Okay, now this doesn't mean you have to do this, right? If you want to do a membership, then fine. If you don't, fine. I don't care. Memberships get gifted by me and by other people. Right, now I know that there are people who don't like me, but they lurk and they get memberships, and they come in and lurk in the membership. One word of advice: we already know last year who decided to take someone's membership video and then give it to someone else. And I can tell you one thing right now, right? I will react exactly the same way as that individual did. Okay, because you are basically stealing from me, and you are taking away from other people. Right? There's a reason why it says members only, and you do not have my right to do that. Just so you are fucking full aware. And if you want to push it, because if you seriously think I am afraid to copyright strike or do anything legal, I have as much right on YouTube as you have, but you do not have the right, and that goes for anybody, right, who has membership only. You do not have the right to violate that, and YouTube frown upon that, just so you know, because I've already asked. Anywho, the next one is the badges. Right, we got Dr. Pepper, then we got the troop, you got Trooper Junior, Trooper Senior, then you got the blue troop, then you got the green troop, and then you got the red troop. Basically, they're the most senior ones, all right, as badges. And then we've got like Coffee Time, all right, then you got yeah, and then you got Oh Snap, right, that's a red alert one. I think that's a red alert one, is it? Yeah, it's a red alert one. Then you've got Kimru, which is Wales, in Welsh, and then you got me, right at the top there. All right, so there you go. Okay, 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, and I am working on doing more. So please forgive me if I don't, if I'm taking my time. Don't forget, I am new to this. 1 sec. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, so I am still learning. I'm still sort of getting in there, but I am going to make sure that members are protected. Yeah, I figured that one, Tree God. I figured that one. Yeah, good to see you. Oh, you want me to crank up music? Okay, I'll crank up music. There you go. Yeah, but anyway, so just so you know, last night's members only was quite a good one. So if you are a member, go ahead and go and have a look at the stream from last night. It was very educational. Take a pen and paper, and it's just suggestions. Okay, these are just suggestions for you, and I hope that you all enjoyed it last night. Whoever did turn up, um, yeah, and there you go. Obviously, trust is earned, not given. Respect is earned and not given. However, as members only, you become more than you are enforcing the community. You're strengthening it. So I would like to thank everybody for your support, for supporting the platform, and SMN and Amogo and everyone else who's bought other people memberships and that. A big shout out and a big thank you for that. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed tonight. So um, I'm going to now concentrate on chat. So who we got? David, how you doing? How's it going? Who else we got? Sport Tree, good morning. Good morning, Tree God. Obviously, Paul, yes, I'm go. Yep. SMN. Where is he? David, yeah, seen you. Marlin, yes. Who else have we got? Where's Kim? Kim was in the early one, wasn't she? Glory Bird. Well, interesting name. Welcome to the stream. Nice to meet you. Uh, um, Now, just so you know, a few weeks ago, someone came into this stream, and I wasn't aware, right? Because they came in, they showed respect. However, I totally forgot about their conduct before and their behavior, not just towards me, but over someone else. So I decided to permanently remove them from my channel. Um, I usually give people a benefit of doubt, but I totally forgot about this individual because I forgot the name. And then when I was pointed out and reminded about it, I did my own little investigation. And yeah, it was instant, put it that way. And at the end of the day, in the past, people have attacked people and they've done some really nasty things. Right? Not just to me, but to everyone. An apology privately is a whatever, but when you do it publicly, that's where you gain my respect. But just to turn up and think that nothing's happened and think that I will not say anything, then you've got something else coming, right? So if you want to play a game, trust me, you will lose. I'm fully aware what's going on around me already, and the only reason I am respectful is because I'm very sociable as well. So welcome to the troop, to all the new members. May you be a peasant, a recruit, or a trooper. Welcome to the troop. You're going to get treated with the utmost respect, and I expect you to do the same. And there you go. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sitting here listening to music, and you guys are not hearing anything. Sorry about that. There's me thinking that you guys were also chilling with the humor. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the free parts. I mean, I've put one up. I may put the other two up, but I mean, I did this a few months back, and I was like really enjoying it because it's humorous, it's satire, And if you take it the wrong way, then that's entirely up to you. But I think I'm just going to put that one up and just leave it as is. Oh, I have a massage. I mean, a message. I have a message from a massage. What am I doing? What's going on here? Yeah, you're not the boss of me. What? Okay, everyone stop the press. What comment? What are you on about? Don't you start on me, Tree God. I'll turn it back down. make you get your hearing aid, make you get your new battery for your hearing aid. Marlene, what comment? I'm doing good, thanks. That's good. That's good to know, Dave. Almost when you're done, sit a minute after spawn, talk to me, so it feels so good to. Wait, what? Hey, Marlene, I don't want you doing naughty stuff. Why am I coughing? Do you know? And by the way, let me tell you something right now. When all this is over, oh boy, am I going to have some fun. And this weekend, I do apologize for the neglect on the gaming channel. I have been busy, and I was actually, like, funny enough, I wrote those 3 today, and I was going to start doing some editing. I'm going to edit some Euro Truck Simulator, and so yeah, a couple of them. There's going to be a few of those because I did some driving with a friend. And there's a couple of others, and then basically, guys, you need to let me know what games you like, and the games I've got, because I enjoy playing all of them. And I've got a little surprise coming for you. Where's the Orcs in it? Yes, we smash Marines in it. Yes. So you got that coming, so you can enjoy that soon. So you got. The flight simulator is still playing up. I still need to work on that. But anyway, so as it's not going to be a long stream today, so we're going to go straight to the questions. Only fair, isn't it? It's only fair. So, what questions do you have for me? And wait a minute, what am I doing? Oh yes, I will be what do you call it? I will be just putting a description in there later on. And oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Hang on a minute. Oh, there you go. I was just about to say then. So yeah, there you go. My queen today is, I mean, Jesus, she scared me this morning. She was running around like a blue-ass fly, and then gave me a big hug and a kiss, and went, "All right, I'll see you in about an hour." And I was like, "Huh?" You know. So yeah, she's a bit busy. She's doing, you know, she went shopping. Well, I think she's gone shopping. I bet you any money. I bet you any money she's gone Christmas shopping. But what she doesn't realise is that I've already gone Christmas shopping. But anyway, so wait a minute, come back. So there you go. Yes. But you know what I find very interesting is that I went live today just because I wanted to read those things out. And now you should be able to hear me a little bit proper, because no one said, "Hey, we can't hear you. You know, you need to speak up a little bit. Please speak up." You know, but no one said that, unless someone said it and I totally missed it. But yes, she is, SMN. Yes, she is. And I've also reached a goal. I may as well tell you, and I'm absolutely gobsmacked that this is going on. I have surpassed 60 members, and I really can't believe that that's happened. 60 members. Yeah. 60. I mean, like, I could have turned the memberships and the super chats on a long time ago. Actual fact, probably around last year, but I decided not to. I wasn't ready, you know. But then I thought, you know what? It's not about me. It's about you guys. And there you go. You know. And there you go. Can you just imagine when I get monetized? I am going to be asking people so many questions. Do I have any questions for you? To be perfectly honest with you, yes. How are you feeling? Ammo girl. Oh no. Oh wait, bloody hell! For a second, I thought people were getting buying membership. No, Christian McCoy. Oh, I recognize that name. Congratulations, Fire Dad. Recognize that name. Rogue Mama. I recognize that name. Ali Riddle. Oh, Stasi BX. Well, thank you very much for sitting out there. Dude. Whoa. Okay. All right. Okay. She Nemesis. Hi. Oh, this is good. Yes. Oh wow. So the only members only is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So here's the thing: you've received members only. So interesting. So hey, Rogue Mama, you're going to pop in and say hello. But anyway, we digress. Right. So congratulations to everyone who's received their memberships. Where I was like, thank you very much. Big shout out to Amago. Thank you so much for the 5 memberships. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. And then also to Tree God, thank you very much for the $2. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And again, welcome to Christopher McCoy. Welcome to the welcome peasant. Fire Dad, welcome to you, peasant. Rogue Mama, welcome, peasant. Ali Riddle, welcome to you, peasant. And Stasi BX9RC, welcome, peasant. So there you go. I'm going to do that from now on. Every time someone gets and before you get your knickers in the twist, and before you start going, it's humor. I know that humor over in the United States is spelt differently, so don't make it weird, okay? She never says hi. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Shit. Yeah, but a big shout out. A big shout out. I'm a God Tree God. I really appreciate your, thank you very much. It will all go for good cause once things are settled. And here's the thing. I mean, if you've been sitting there, even if you're sitting out there or not, lurking or not, everyone is welcome to come in here as long as you respect the rules. And if you don't, your stay will be shortened by probably instant. Other than that, I don't care whoever streams you go into. I am not interested in that. As long as you don't bring it into here. And remember, like with members only, again, there are set rules. And if I find out you do, even though you've been, if you're paying for a membership or you've been gifted, what sound? Why am I turning up the sound? Not the music or the voice? Turn your volume up. Why should I always do it? You turn your volume up. Click. Right, you want me to turn the volume up? Okay, I'll turn the volume up. You want the volume up? I'll turn the fucking volume up. You want the volume up? The volume is up 100. 100. You want it any louder? I mean, like I can show you right. Actually, let me have a look. Hang on a minute, let me just check something. Yeah, my volume, my microphone is. Wait a minute. Are you talking about the music? What, you want the music louder? If I turn the music up louder, Marlin, it's my song worse. Hey, who you call the worst, short ass? Oh my God. Comes in here, throws her weight around, tells me what to do. Like, oh my God. Oh God. Oh, SMN, stop it. Thank you so much to SMN, who has gifted 5 5 5 memberships. Well, welcome tonight, Wine Moonwolf, welcome peasant. Mud Monster, metal detecting, welcome peasant. Sandria Angel, welcome peasant. Wait a minute, Terry Silverstone, who's that? Yeah. I don't even know why I'm live. I only went live to read those 3 out, but here I am. Yeah, let's not mention names like that. I'm not interested in people like that. We don't need negative. Oh my shitting God. Oh wow. Oh, I've just been sent a link. Oh, they could have taken the pictures the other way around. So that's what the Barney Mini. So it does have windows. I've been saying they had windows, but no. Oh shit. I just noticed something. Someone has put pictures up of the inside of the Barnuminium. And they've actually got fitted piping in it already. And electrical conduit as well. That changes everything. Why the hell? They've been there so long, and why the hell they did not do, they had the permits. Look at all that. No, not talking about it today. No, don't give a shit. But that there, that's from one of the cases. And I'll be very honest with you. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, no, you've sorry, this no, yeah. Fucking cold callers. Just give me a sec. This is fucking insane. This can't be true. I mean, if they've got if oh, I think they just messed up big time. They have just messed up big time. And I'll show you why. And I'll give you my personal opinion on this. Because I think they just messed up big fucking time. And I think they've yeah. 1 second. There you go. Please hold 1 second. Here we go. Right. Any builder knows. Now, if you look at this here, right, like down here, right, if you have a look down here, this is a mark that they were going to put this one here, right, but they decided to put it there. Now, you've got these two must be plumbing. This is probably hot and cold water. That one there is plumbing, but here you got the conduit there. That there is either water as well. So that's hot and cold water as well. And that's hot and cold water because it wouldn't be electrical. Then you've got, I mean, this. I need to stop the music for a minute because it's distracting. Right, here, you've got, wait. So there's that. So there's the wood there. That's a window. There's a silver thing there. So there's a silver thing there. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's from the different angle. So we were looking from that angle there. Now we're looking at that angle there. So you've got the roof joists here. These are to go from this. But the thing is, you could only build up to this bit here, up to there, just above the window. So one set above the window. They've got all this wood in here. And here's another thing. They would actually have to lift the floor up, what, 2 inches, 3 inches to make it level? Because that's part of the frame. That's part of the framework. What the fuck? Where's the fucking? Oh yeah, yeah. So they got the wood. They got everything there. What's that? What is that? Yeah. Anyway, so they've got the lumber, which they bought a while back. But if they built this. This here was built when they put the concrete down. When they put the concrete down, this is what they put in. So that means they've got plumbing and they've got conduits underneath that concrete. So why, when they had the permits, why didn't they just fucking put the toilets in? Or why didn't they concentrate on putting the floor in? Because there's a reason why these are higher, because when you put the floor in, it has to be level to the frame here. Plus do you know how much? I would say it costs about 20 grand to do the floor, do the walls, insulate the whole thing, right, and then do the framing all together. And all you would need is someone who had a dual hat on, like plumbing and carpentry. Then you would have to get a separate electrician in, right, do the electrics. You then have to, and the reason you need blueprints, you need the planning. to where all the outlets are going to go, where all the electric and plumbing and everything else is going to go. And here's the thing: if they're going to live in there, is the septic system big enough for them to then use it on a daily basis? Do they have like a separate septic tank big enough to support the daily use? Stage one means it's basically they've put the plumbing in, they've connected everything together, and that's it. So they would have to. I mean, they've just put the water lines or the plumbing lines in, but it's well, stage one. I assume it's probably not connected to the septic tank. Needs to be connected, and then obviously it needs to be finished off. It needs to have the toilets or the sinks or the taps and everything else connected to it. But what I can't understand, you've got two pipes there coming out that side there. But then again, that would be another bathroom. That would probably be a shower or bathroom or something. And then here, right, you've got like here's a pipe and there's a pipe. So that's probably a shower or toilet. This is hot and cold water. And this here is probably drainage. So you got two drainage there and one drainage there. So that's drainage there. And it's got like a little box in it. So that means that's probably going to be the shower or the bathtub or whatever you want to call it. But that there is the same piping as they got here. So that means that's water. Well, yeah, yellow, green, blue, whatever color they want. I mean, it'll be brown down there. But the only problem is, if they are going to build in there, the issues they've got here is that they're gonna use a lot of material to level, unless they reinforce that and put down insulation, and then put down like what do they call it? Underfloor heating. I mean, you could, on a technicality, put underfloor heating in that whole building, which would actually help you save money on heating and that, especially if it was attached to solar panels or solar panel system. I mean, and then just fill it up to that edge, and then obviously then you've got a complete floor. I mean, you got self-settling stuff that's cheap, and then you've got your underfloor heating. You got water, yeah. So that's insane. That's insane how much money they're throwing away. Yeah, that wood there doesn't look healthy, does it? They're 2x4s, those. But you can see it's slightly bending there. Or is it just a camera angle? And they've got windows in there. So what I can't understand is why they not concentrate on actually fucking completing this. But anyway, I don't really give a shit. Not my problem. Not my problem at all. Yeah, the pipe, Marlin is from a different angle. I mean, didn't they have a storm last time? And that building, I mean, they probably stayed in that building with the storm. But the thing is, like, you got insulation. That's like tin. So in the winter, it's going to be like a fridge. In the summer, it's going to be like a freaking sauna. And if they put insulation in there, right, and they have like a ventilation, AC or something like that, right, that building would be perfect. But hey, not my problem. Not my problem. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna make like the wind and blow. I would like to thank everyone, and I would also like to welcome everyone. A big shout out to Amagor SMN. Thank you so much for the gift of memberships to people. I'm going to treat everyone equally. But remember, don't play with fire. I mean, it's. I find it quite strange. I do find it quite strange that by gifting memberships, it calls people out. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. But welcome everybody. Thank you very much for becoming members. Big shout out to the people, SMN, Ammo Girl, and Tree God. Thank you very much for your contributions to the platform. Have a fantastic day. And again, yeah, I know they've been available for a while, Glory Bird. I mean, to be honest with you, I try not to look at legal documents as much because I don't really care. Anyone with any type of common sense would have. Here's the thing: if I would have moved onto a property like that, and I still had money, I had enough money to build that, to have the basic piping put in, I would have continued to fit that place out, and then I would have then got the permits and everything else for it. All right. The thing is, though, they were more interested in popularity and grifting and everything else than actually concentrating on getting a decent roof over their head. And who do you blame for that? You can't blame anyone except them. They are their own nightmare. That is a perfectly stable building. I mean, you could tell it's already been through one storm last year. So it's a perfectly stable building. The only problem is it doesn't have the protection that it should have, like insulation, a decent floor. You can, right, no word of a lie, you could get a solar system fairly cheap, right? You can get a decent solar power system into that property, right? And the solar system, the power from the solar system, especially in Florida, right? You could put the solar panels on top of that roof, on top of that building, right? On both sides, you could fill the whole roof with solar panels. That would give you enough power to power the underfloor heating for that whole building. Underfloor heating, right, gives you ambient heat, right? If you've ever been to Europe or you've been into a house where they've got underfloor heating, you will know what I'm talking about. Okay, it gives you ambient heat. Therefore, you use less of your main heating system, because the thing is, the concrete warms up and it stays warm because it circulates. It's cheap, and all you have to do is make sure that you maintain the solar panels and the system. Right, you get two large big batteries, right, and you'll have enough power in those two batteries to run everything in your building all night without the worry, because the next day the solar panels will start recharging the batteries. It makes no sense to me that was not added or planned or even spoke of. And if you do live in Florida, like I know Kasha does, right, think about solar panel system and get it into your house or into your garage or something like that. Because at the end of the fucking day, right, you're not just saving money, but you're using free energy to power something. Even if it's a vibrating seat, I mean, it's powering something. You're getting power. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Yeah, so I'm surprised that he's actually in here. I am very surprised that he's in here. But hey, yeah, I'm gonna go. I've sent you a message. Yeah. Some people, like, I'm gonna be very honest with you. There are some people who are going to receive members. One, it calls them out, and two, they're going to receive membership for only members only. People who I don't even like, but at the end of the day, you get it gifted for 1 month, and I'm not going to do that many memberships at the moment because obviously I'm still getting used to it. But just remember one thing, right? Don't shit on your own doorstep. As simple as that. Because you're not going to spoil it for other people. You're definitely not going to interrupt their community. That's for sure. It's a shame that when you do get memberships that you can't choose who you want to give it to. Maybe that should be a petition to YouTube. Yeah, that wood did sit out there for quite a while. It sat out there for quite a few months, actually, didn't it? It sat there. I think it was there from the the sort of mid winter to about June, July, or did it turn up a little bit earlier than that? But it did sit, yeah. But it did sit out there. Right. Yes, 1 second, please. I just need to deal with something here. Where am I? That one. There you go. What do you mean? Wait, what was prepaid for? They were more interested in a new Jeep rather than a second-hand vehicle. Do you know how many, Paul? Do you know how many vehicles they had? They had a carpool, a minibus, a small little SUV with sliding doors. They had, I think, so what I know of, they had 4 different cars. And then when they went to get another vehicle, it was like a VW Beetle or something like that. And yo, Kasha, how you doing? And if I can remember correctly, she said, "Oh, it's not suitable," and that's when she went on a grift for the Gladiator. But you'd have to go back. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, yeah. But you know what they say, don't you? Sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. And the fact that like they got it on, yeah, I mean, I just find it fucking strange. That's all. My cat's snoring. She's richly snoring. I just wonder where that fucking noise coming from, but it's her. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I just want to thanks everyone for coming, and you may not like me, fine, but at the end of the day, if you try to affect my platform or anything else, I assure you that my response will have no resolve, and I won't give a quarter because you're trying to affect, not just my platform, not just me, but also the community. So, be careful. Welcome to the membership. Welcome to the troop. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed those 3 little letters that I wrote. and have a fantastic day. And I'll see you on the flip side. And remember, be nice to each other, and don't get yourself emotionally involved in stuff that doesn't concern you, because at the end of the day, all right, it's not going to hurt you. I love you, so take that, wuss. Call me a wuss again. Watch what happens. I will declare immediate war on Sweden, and then blame you for it. Take that, Finland. Right. So thanks very much for that. And if you got any ideas for like badges and that, let me know. I hope that you enjoying the badges. And I saw Paul putting up the flag. Oh, really? Really? Eeny, meeny, miny, poof. Absolutely, David. You take care. I hope that you're here when I gift out. Oh, actual fact, can I gift out? Oh no, I can't. Okay. No, that's okay. I'm. That's a shame. I'm sorry about that. Next time. But yeah, have a good one, guys. Thanks very much, and we'll be seeing you soon. I just wanted to, show you guys a little bit of humor, and to all the new peasants. I freaking love that bit. To all the new peasants, welcome to the community. Welcome to the members only side of it. And I hope that you enjoy yourself. And I hope that you realize that, you may find, stop it, Marlin, don't do it. Because that's actually if you ask any Brit, that's not a very nice insult. Don't push your luck. Your womble. But yeah, again, thank you very much. And let me know what you want for the next Only Me. I probably will discuss a couple of things. And no, I'm not going to discuss other people who are talking out their ass or acting insecure, or need I'm not going to do that, because at the end of the day, they are so irrelevant and below me. I'd rather go and take a dump. So don't expect anything, right? If I'm going to say something, I'll say it. But stop picking on women. Just saying. Yeet.
They go live every night selling drama on demand, with crampons sitting on their ass and dicky on hand. Fake tears falling, oh I'm just speaking truth, while they pocket super chats and exploit the loons. Gator rolls in trying to act real cool, but he's stirring up heat, breaking all the rules. Haters in a circle, all bark no bite, till Spawn Trooper drops and it flips on the light. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, is weak with this one. Deuces in the mix, spinning lies for the stream. He acts like a king, but his throne's just a meme. Dodging all the questions with a scripted phrase, trying to fool the crowd, but he's just a face. Bones like has got a seat at the front of the show, putting up a front, but got nowhere to go. Guano's hiding in shadows, throwing shade in the chat. They all act tough, but Spawn Trooper's on that. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Weak with this one. Now the people rise, no longer blind. The lies unravel, one stream at a time. Truth's not merged, don't come in packs. And spawn troopers got receipts, not just attacks. He says turn off the feed, walk into the sun. This war for your mind, it's already begun. With clarity, blazing like a saber so bright. He leads the way through the digital night. Spawn troopers say, I see you playing, keeping up the show, spinning your stories, but the truth starts to flow. Your gators pull high like you're some kind of lord, but all you're doing is striking out with the faulty sword. You're no warrior, just a puppet on strings. Your fake crown don't mean a thing. The game's up now, you're out of move. Spawn troopers here to expose your grown trooper. He bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn trooper. He assesses the situation at hand. Then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Trooper. The force is weak with this one. One yai duet. Body quid and do your damn look.
Truth will rise in the end, no place for deceit.
May grim unwind, get a whole group on. The force is weak with this